επέλεξα να παίξουμε επειδή όμως το NBA δεν έχει καλούς servers, δεν θα παίξουμε online. Θα παίξω λίγο με Ικάρις και μετά κάνα ματσάκι. Ολυμπιακός Παναθηναϊκός, Warriors Cavaliers, κάτι τέτοιο. Να τον ο παίκτης μου. Για να του κάνουμε και κανένα update. Το rebound να το ανεβάσουμε, μιας και έχουμε λεφτά. Οκ. Αυτό δεν φτάνει, ούτε αυτό. Αυτό είναι πάντα το πιο φθηνό. Οκ, πάμε τώρα. Να βαρέσουμε και ένα σωστάκι για τα... Πάω τώρα εκεί και θα τους κάνω κάτι τέτοιο. Πάμε. Δεν κρατιέμαι.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Cavaliers.
Hello and welcome everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. They've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. He's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level.
Pamela.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. The Cleveland Cavaliers come into this one after a win against the Charlotte Hornets. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all there. As they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
Yeah, it did stick in high-quality fashion, too. I mean, a multifaceted approach like that takes a really sophisticated, locked-in defense to stop it. That certainly wasn't the case that day.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Freak in at the pivot, manning the middle. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. At the line for 2. And Towns drops them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's James. Cleveland moving it around beyond the arc. Here's Freak. So against the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
That one misses. On defense, Cleveland. Here's Rudez. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. It's deflected. Here's Towns. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Freak. And here are the Cavaliers. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Teron Lou.
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be...
And Towns gets it. to go. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. LeBron outside. It's rebounded by Towns.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Muhammad with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Towns kicks to Rubio. Here's Muhammad. Good D by James.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And he gets the bucket. Irving's got his first points of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here's Rubio. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Rubio with it. He's covered by Irving. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Rubio. And it's 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Freak sets a screen for James. Right side Irving. All alone. And he drops that one in. Irving's got his second basket of the night. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Muhammad dishes to Towns from 8. And the shot is long.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And it's Smith missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Kicks to Muhammad. Takes it from 10. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And here's Irving. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Now here's Freak. Back to Smith. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Rubio, the pass to Hansbrough. They set the screen. Now here's Muhammad. Of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Now here is Smith. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second post. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 4. Anthony Towns and Pekovic are up front. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Rudez in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Levine, good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Williams. 9-point game his last outing. And stolen by Pekovic. All going up court. And the jam by Levine.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Pass to Towns. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Freak's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets had a huge game. He ended with 14 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry.
Minnesota making a switch. Hansbrough's checked in, and the basket by Rubio. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. That's right. Goodness. That's right.
Now look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. The Cavaliers, number one.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Good on both. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The dish to Hansbrough. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you know, they swept the season series a year ago. The expectation is they'll do the same thing again this time around.
Now, here's Rubio. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's stolen by Hansbrough. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Johnson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Williams dishes to Smith. To the paint. There's Freak. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Freak's got 5 now.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run in field goal percentage, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And you mentioned it. I mean, one of the top shooters in the league, quick trigger, with just a little bit of footwork. Boy, I tell you what, he could even move higher up the rankings.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Towns. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
This has just been back and forth all game.
Boy, it's been fun to watch. Both teams trading shots and trading leads. Boy, it's been tight, neck and neck down the stretch.
Williams against Rubio. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Williams. That's 7 points for Freak.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Towns, no luck.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to...
It's guarded by Johnson. 1:30 left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Rubio against Williams. Rubio misses.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
The Timberwolves have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Terrific design on the pick foot. He lays it in.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Williams passes to Freak. Inside. Cleveland moving it around. Williams kicks to Freak. 41 seconds left now here in the second. And it's Thompson with the jam.
and putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Williams against Rubio. It's Williams with the drive, and Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And we're through the first.
Hi, Kevin. A solid and competitive first half.
Γκρέγκορη, κοίτα, θα τελειώσει το μάτς με 15 πόντους και... Στο λέω εγώ.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Checking out the group for David Blatt to start the second half. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Freak in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Hansbrough. He has 6. There's a screen by Hansbrough. The drive by Rubio. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Now Freak. He has 7. A nice shot by Irving.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make him pay.
Hansbrough, a screen on Irving. Irving against Rubio. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Pass to Rudez. In the corner, it's Hansbrough. He dishes it to Muhammad. Feeds to Rubio. There's the pass to Rudez. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots it. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Rubio. Cavaliers shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Smith kicks to Freak. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 9 points for Freak.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Hansbrough, a screen on Irving. To the wing right side. Here's Rudez. And again, Minnesota with the triple. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to Miami.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Drops in the breakaway layup. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Rubio outside. Dishes it to Towns. Hansbrough with the ball. Now Smith defending.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Έφυγα για διαστημικό μπάσκετ. Έξω θα πάω να πω στους άλλους πλανήτες. Γιατί ο παίκτης μου παίζει σαν εξωγήινο.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Πάλι έξω. Μια περίοδος έμεινε.
7 seconds left in the third.
Τώρα θα φτάσω στους 15 πόντους.
Here's Martin, and that one is hammered home.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Timberwolves trail by 15. Anthony Towns and Pekovic are up front. Martin out on the wing with Muhammad. And it's Levine in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Smith outside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Smith's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Cavs. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. Leaving them no room to get off any shot.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Irving kicks to Freak. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Passes it to Muhammad. The feed to Towns. And again, it's Minnesota converting. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Kicks it to Love. He feeds it to Freak. Smith outside. Here's the floater. And a wide open look for Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists now tonight. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Freak sets a screen for Smith. He kicks it to Freak, and stolen by Pekovic. Here's Levine. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Freak's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Martin with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Levine. To the paint. Here's Pekovic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Outside jumper. Freak sets a screen for Shumpert. Down low, here's Freak. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
15 πόντι, έτσι απλά, 10 rebound και μία assist.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He rallied the troops saying, nobody said it was going to be easy. They're not laying down. They're not going away. If we want this game, we have to take it from them. Kevin, plenty of fire in that speech.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Hansbrough's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Damian Rudez comes in for Kevin Martin. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. They get the rebound. Here's Rudez. Good on the triple.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Smith kicks to Irving. In the corner, it's James. Down low, it's tipped. Towns with the steal. Timberwolves trail by 12. And Muhammad the bucket on the assist by Rubio. And that's now 6 points for Shabazz Muhammad. Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Now Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. That's good.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Rubio outside. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Muhammad.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll.
A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. Smith outside, out to the right wing. Freak with it. Thompson right side. Pass to Irving. Freak sets a screen for Irving. Back to Thompson. Jumper off the screen. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Muhammad kicks to Rubio. Shot off the screen. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
The Cavaliers leading by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Cavaliers.
And, Clark, we got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one. Got it done. High-scoring game.
Well, basket after basket, they were in attack mode all game long.
And so check it out, their record tonight. It'll mark win number 32 overall.
And, guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take the first game of the season series. And that's exactly what's taking place here tonight against the Timberwolves.
A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Freak. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark to the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Freak. 11 rebounds, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
Those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Damian Rudez. And it's Martin in for Shabazz Muhammad. Love check in for the Cavaliers. A different look now for Cleveland. Shumpert is checked in for James. Tyler Johnson goes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Three-pointer, Martin. The rebound by Kevin Love. And, Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. We got to see your offense in full effect here tonight. Seems like everyone on this team is really on the same page.
I definitely think so. You know, we got a lot of great players on our team, a lot of people who can score, and hopefully we just keep building on it.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
Crash camera view. 4 πόντους αυτός, 19 εγώ, εντάξει. 20 λεπτά, 2 φάουλ, 4 λάθη. Καλά. Καλά τα πήγαμε. Πάμε. Τώρα να συνεχίσω my career ή να παίξω κανένα ματσάκι. Από το 71 πήγε στο 99. Και από εδώ θα τριπώτα. Αν ήμουν καλύτερο θα τριπώτα. Αλλά αυτό δεν χάνεται μόνο που μην το κάνω. Οπ, μην είναι. Να σε μας μωρέ με τους χορηγούς. Πάμε μια προπόνηση. Για περίμενε. Αυτός θέλει μέχρι τις 27 και θέλει άλλα 5. Προλαβαίνω ρε. Ναι. Μετά πέφτει διήμερο. Πάμε. Φύγαμε. Και μια προπονησούλα και μετά φύγαμε με ομάδες. «46, 49, κοιτά πόσο γρήγορα πάει. Πόση ακρίβεια πια. «96, 98, 99, 97 δεν υπάρχει». Φέρε μια μπαλάνς στη δάξο. Έτσι. Φέρε μου την μπάλα. Το απαιτώ. Πάρε μου κι αυτό μέσα. Και τα παπούτσα μέσα. Οπ, ο Τσοπάνης. Πώς είναι έτσι.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go.
Boston wing. Ωραία, πρέπει να σκοράρω με αυτόν τον αμυντικό. Το χάσε ρε. Τι άσχετος που είναι. Πρέπει να σκοράρω. Και όποιος φτάσει πρώτος στους 5 πόντους από εκεί κάτω που δείχνει εμένα, τον Irving και τον Thompson. Όποιος φτάσει πρώτος στους 5 πόντους, το κάθε καλάθι μετράει για 1 πόντο και τα τρίποντα νομίζω, κερδίζει. Τώρα άμα το χάσει αυτός, παίζω εγώ μετά επίθεση. Τώρα που το βάλε, συνεχίζει αυτός σε επίθεση και μπαίνει ο άλλος και εγώ βγαίνω. Ο άλλος παίζει άμυνα. Καλά. Για πλάκα τον πέρασε. Τώρα να του παίξω μια καλή άμυνα, να μην βάλει καλάθι για να πάω από τώρα επίθεση, να βάλω κανένα καλάθι. Όχι ρε γάμο. Αυτή ήταν η καλή άμυνα. Καλά. Μην το βάλει τουλάχιστον γιατί μετά πάει 4 και θα θέλει 1. Μπράβο ρε Τόμψον. Μπράβο ρε Τόμψον, μπράβο. Μπράβο, ανέβασε τον και στις πλάτες σου να καρφώσει. Έλα τώρα, τι, δηλαδή αυτός θα μας πάρει έτσι. Α, ο Τόμψον είναι ο επιθετικός. Τι έγινε πάλι, τι έγινε πάλι. Και αυτό είναι για το YouTube, εντάξει. Τι έγινε εδώ. Δεν είχα χρόνο, δεν τον πέρασα, τι να κάνω. Τι έγινε πριν, σκάσα τάπα να πούμε και έφυγε. Στο άλλο καλάθι. Συμπλήθρα έκανε. Πάλι καλά που το βάλε. Γιατί μετά θα παίζει ο άλλος επιθετικός και άμα το βάζε, άντε γεια σας. Τι έγινε, τελευταίος θα βγω. Βάλ το ρε. Μπράβο. Φαντάζεσαι να το είχανε. Λοιπόν τώρα το έχω. Μες στα μούτρα του ήρθε η μπάλα. Πρέπει όμως να βάλει και ένα καλαθάκι έτσι. Σούταρε. Τι κάνεις μωρέ άσχετε, κάθεται και μου κάνει φιγούρες να πούμε αντί να το σουτάρει. Να πάρουμε κάνα πόντο. Τώρα αυτός άμα το βάλει κερδίσει. Ναι, μπράβο ρε. Τι κάνει μωρέ, ο άλλος ούτε καν που κουνήθηκε ας πούμε, μόνο γύρισε, εντάξει. Ναι, τελευταίος, μπράβο ρε. Μια τελευταία άσκηση έχει και μετά αγώνας. Ας πούμε εμείς παίζαμε, όλες κοιμάται πέρα. Όχι διατάσεις, κανένα. Beat the pro. Σιγά μου το χάνω. Θα μου δώσει πάσα. Τόσο μου παρθίσω. Πρώτη φορά τόσο. Καλά. Εντάξει. Άρρωστος είναι ο παίκτης. Δεν παίζεται. Σοβαρά τώρα. Ένα καλάθι δεν έχασα. Ούτε ένα.
Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
Τι κάνει χορεύει. Πρέπει να την έσπασα την μπασκέτα. Ράγισε εκεί πίσω. Τι κοιτάς. Που καρφώνει, έλα άλλο ένα. Άγριος. Πάρ' το τρίποντο κιόλας. Όχι ρε. Πρέπει να βάλω και ένα τρίποντο μου. Τώρα αυτό δεν είναι τρίποντο. Αλλά δεν μπήκε κιόλας. Ναι! Πέτα, τώρα έχω πάρει φωτιά. Πιάσ' την μπάλα. Σοβαρά τώρα. Ναι, καλά, μετά από έπρεπε. Και το τελευταίο κάρφωμα. Άντε, γεια. Φεύγω ρε. Δεν μπορώ να παίζω με εσάς. Είστε πολύ άθλοι. Αφού σας δίδαξα, τώρα αποχωρώ από την προπόνηση. Πάρ' το μέσα. Και από εδώ μόνο στον αγώνα δεν μπαίνουν αυτά. Από εδώ όχι. Αλλά έλα, από εδώ ναι. Όχι. Ωραία. Για να δούμε, έχουμε χρήμα. Έχουμε χρήμα. Έχουμε για athlete. Α, ναι, αυτό θα ανέβασε. Γι' αυτό. Αυτό. Πω 81 overall. Ποιος είμαι δηλαδή? Ο Νίκος. Ο Νίκος είμαι. Πάμε για κανένα ματσάκι. Λοιπόν, σας ευχαριστώ. Έχουμε πολλά. Μάτσα αύριο. Στο My Park. Πρέπει να ανέβουμε, είμαστε ρούκι 3. Άμα δεν πάμε Legend, δεν το αφήνουμε.
The 10-gallon tracks, the hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps, racking ACG boots and baseball caps. This ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat. We brand so shine. I just waited our chance to blast off here rounds in possession. Black Bowen, Nick Khalil, NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure. My pipes are intact. Don't believe me, action. Pointing back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama. Like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, 2 ghetto politicians. 3 for my...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans.
Κάθε φορά εντωμεταξύ τους ίδιους έχει. 97. Ο Λεμπρόν 95. Τον Γκάρθ τον έχει ο Irving. Τον Λεμπρόν θα τον έχει Μπάρνετ. Τον J.R. Smith. Τόμψον. Αλλά δεν παίζει. Τον Love ερωτευμένος μου φαίνεται αυτό. Ο Green καλά. Και το Τόμψον. Ο Μπόγκο. Φύγαμε. Ο Green και τρίποντα και τα αρκούματα και τα πάντα. Τα πάντα όλα αυτά. Σαν μένα, καμία σχέση.
J.R. Smith.
Όχι, χειροκρότημα. Μπράβο. Είμαστε συμπαίκτες.
At power forward.
Να όλο.
Kevin Love.
Έχουν ανάψει το
Kyrie Irving.
Και καμιά 15
LeBron James.
Κοίτα τώρα παρουσιάσεις που θα έχουν για μένα. Γι' αυτός απλά είναι το όνομα. Και για εμένα τώρα, κοίτα εδώ. Οι άλλοι από πίσω. Και τώρα λοιπόν, μην κλαίει πολύ όμως.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sideline. The last time these two teams met, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers picking up the loss in that outing against the Warriors. They'll be trying to turn things around and climb out of a hole down 2-0 in the season series.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson, and it's Irving in at point.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
Shot clock at 5. Thompson dishes to Green. And Thompson sends it back. Barnes. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Love against Bogut. Love goes in, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. Here's Curry. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Green with a screen on Irving. Curry kicks to Green. Excellent defense there from Smith. And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and, of course, the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
And the dunk by Smith.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Thompson following the score by Cleveland.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Irving kicks to Love. Here's Thompson. That falls. Great assist by Love. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Now Curry. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Now here's Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Now Thompson following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Curry kicks to Bogut. Deflects the pass and stolen by LeBron. Love outside. Pass to Irving. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And finished off by
Bogut. Old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Warriors making the shot. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Curry looking for his first basket still in this one. Barnes can't get it to go. And here's Cleveland stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Outside Irving. Love with the screen on Thompson. Irving. There's the pass to Love. Smith wide open. He fires. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. For J.R. Smith playing alongside Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, you know, that's a natural progression for any player, sure, even if you are LeBron, but he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Shumpert with the ball.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Dishes it to Clark. And another basket for Golden State. And so the first quarter is in. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected.
For me, at a younger age, I was...
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him. Nothing rattles him.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Mozgov. Jefferson is out there with Channing Frye. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Shumpert in at the 2. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Bergeron. Barbosa comes in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And Cleveland also making a change. Love's checked in. Kicks to Dellavedova. Right through the D for the layup. Dellavedova's got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And rush kicks to Curry. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Mozgov. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. I mean, you could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was the head of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Warriors trail by 9. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Jefferson. Irving's got his second bucket.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does.
The Warriors shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Barbosa kicks to Green. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
What a beautiful pass. And then the catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Clark, is just so rare. You just got to take a second and enjoy it.
And also, guys, how about the confidence? You have got to admire someone even willing to attempt a pass like that.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach, even before this game, makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Curry passes to Bogut. There's the feed to Green. Outside Curry. Launches a three. And another three for Golden State.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Smith against Thompson. Smith dishes to Jefferson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's rebounded by Golden State. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the pump one-handed.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Nice shot by Smith.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Clark, he's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry. Thompson for three. The shot will not go. And Cleveland the other way now. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Cleveland leading by 9. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now, around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. It's a pick by Love. Irving drives in. And that's collected by Bogut.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
For the three. Shot is off. Cleveland's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And it's Smith missing. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Clark. Passes it to Livingston. Screened by Bogut. Livingston kicks to Bogut. Puts up the baby hook. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And he makes both free throws. James. The shot is off. And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers lead by 7.
Guys, I'm here with...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They've got the 7-point lead. And let's go to Shaq. What did you think of their first half?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit.
Well, that's all for now, as it looks like the second half is just about ready to get started. Enjoy the rest.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's in the mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in the 3 slot. Good on that shot. With that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Stephen Curry. Well, Cleveland shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Smith against Thompson. Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Thompson. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Irving. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And guys, as remarkable as Steph Curry's offensive game is, I think what's underrated is how he competes on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, not the strongest nor most explosive player, but he continues with activity and plays with tremendous effort.
And the Warriors making a change here. Verjav's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And speaking of Curry's activity defensively, he's certainly got a nose for the ball.
He does a nice job at his size rebounding as a guard, and he keeps his hands active in the passing lanes, and he's usually near the tops in the league in steals.
Cleveland leading by 6. Irving sets a screen for LeBron. He kicks it to Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 6.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Green with a screen on Irving. now. Here's Curry. He's got 7. And it's off from three-point range. James, the pass to Love. And a wide open look for Irving. Another miss by Irving.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
To the middle. And Green with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Inside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Warriors trail by 8. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Bergeron. Pass to Thompson. On the wing, Green. Clock at 6. On its way from Curry for 2, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Smith kicks to Irving. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Back to Smith. They set the screen. Here's Love, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch 4. But the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bergeron. Rush comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. Here's Clark. In the corner, Rush with it. Beyond the arc. And it's good. He's got 6. As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Warriors trail by 7. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
And here is Barbosa. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. The Warriors, number 1.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Dellavedova dishes to Fry. Feeds it to James. Pass to Dellavedova. No one near him. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And now it's an 11-point Cleveland lead. Barbosa with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. And some very quick points for him on that possession. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. LeBron James on the wing. He's got 10. Good.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Clark. Fires for 3. And Shumpert pulls it down. The Cavaliers leading by 11. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Saya ganar kita. Pochi
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside jumper. Oh, that's blocked. Barbosa. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Warriors trail by 11. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Shumpert in at the small forward position. To the left wing, Irving against Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Barnes. Great D that time from Love. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Shumpert passes to Thompson, and Shumpert kicks to Thompson. Irving drives in. Smith for 3. Here's Thompson, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Thompson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Cleveland. Here's Curry. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
That shot wide open. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried it.
And that shot might not be the number.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
And you hit it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying we put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
There's the dish to Love. Here's LeBron. That's in there. Love with the assist. 14 points for LeBron.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Green dishes to Bogut. Thompson from long range. That is good.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams defense.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, you know, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And, you know, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
And even 3-on-3 break. And here's Barnes for 3. The shot is off. Great D that time from James. Irving passes to LeBron. He feeds it to Love. Fires from 14. That one a little long.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
It's been a solid outing for Thompson. 10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range.
For Harrison Barnes.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well, and what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their...
Για ένα λεπτό, γιατί έφυγε.
Offense through LeBron. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's Rush, covered by LeBron. And Rush kicks to Bogut. Poked loose. It's taken away by Smith. Irving with it. The screen from Thompson. LeBron outside. Back to Irving. And it's blocked by Curry. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Irving dishes to Love. Green against LeBron. It's stolen by Bogut. And now Bogut running the floor all by himself. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good crisp passes.
Green with the block.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. And so Thompson nails both. 1:09 left in the game. The drive by Smith at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Cleveland.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
Yeah, you know what? And that may not seem big, but it's huge. There's a big difference between dropping 2 out of 3 as opposed to getting blank 3-0.
And what a huge standout performance it was for LeBron James. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Curry kicks to Rush. Now the pass to Thompson. On the wing, Thompson. And stolen by James. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cleveland moving the ball around. Love with the screen for Thompson. Smith with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Bogut. Thompson against Love. And Thompson kicks to Curry. And Thompson sends it back.
Πάρ' την τάπα. Και...
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.
Thank you, Kip.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Επίσης το κανάλι έχω ανεβάσει το παιχνίδι Ολυμπιακός Παναθηναϊκός.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. LeBron James. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal.
Αλλά άμα συνέχεια έτσι, το συνηθισμένο είναι να κάνω άλλη μισή ώρα, ας πούμε, γιατί εκτός και αν έχω κάποιο παιχνίδι. Σήμερα δεν έχω κάποιο παιχνίδι και λέω από το να μην βγάλω, ας κάνω με αυτό. Λοιπόν. Κλείνω με αυτή την εικόνα. Σας ευχαριστώ που ήσασταν μαζί μας. Γεια σας. Καλή νύχτα, καλό βράδυ και καλό υπόλοιπο Σάββατο και καλή Κυριακή. Γεια.